Hi, happy Thursday. My name is Savannah and I am part of the customer success team here at Sendible. It is a pleasure to have you joining us for this week's edition of our webinar. We are covering Sendible's quarterly release roundup. So to finish out the year, we wanted to give you kind of an update about all the features that we have released, and we wanted to kind of highlight all of them so that you can make the best use of those new features. Now, just some housekeeping here. If you've joined us before, you know that I am joined by someone from our support team. So today that will be Sean. Sean and I will try to answer any questions that you have. Feel free to drop those in. There is a chat box. Let's see, it's over here for you guys. A chat box where you can leave comments, and then you can include questions in the questions tab. And we'll try to get to those at the end of the session. We do ask that you try to keep those questions relevant to the points that we're highlighting, just to make sure that we actually can get to all of them. You can see in the chat, Sean has said hello. So you also know that if you've been here before, we like to do an icebreaker to kind of get everybody in the end. Since we are just not very far away from Christmas, we are at the 10-day mark, which is super exciting. I'm going to go ahead and ask the dreaded question. Are you finished with your wrapping or shopping? Do you still have shopping left? I am almost done, but the wrapping is not done. That is just the reality. I'm a little bit further away on that than I would like, but that will just make Christmas morning all the more exciting. Marcus says he's almost ready to start shopping. Oh man, I think that would just about kill me. Sean, oh no. Looks like we have quite a few. Jamie, wrapped and ready. See, that is just, you're so ahead of the game here, Jamie. That's amazing. Well, everyone, please feel free to keep dropping your Christmas status here. How close are you guys to being finished with your shopping and wrapping? You can drop those in the chat. And I will share my screen so that you guys can see what I'm looking at, so I can show off those features. Now, one of the things I wanted to highlight first is that releases are shown when you are on the most up-to-date version of the platform. So for instance, we actually released something, and this was not in the notes for live streams. You guys are getting even more than you thought. We released today our holiday calendar is actually embedded in our scheduled calendar. So you can actually see that today is Ugly Sweater Day, which is incredible, and I wish I had taken advantage of it today. So you'll see that this is actually already on my calendar, and that all I have to do is add a profile and some copy, and it is ready to go. Now, you'll notice that this holiday calendar has come up. If you're not seeing this in your dashboard, it's probably because you're not on the most up-to-date version, and there is an easy way to remedy that. So I'm going to show you that all you have to do is click on your name in the top right-hand corner, click on Preferences, System Settings, and reset that cache. That is going to make sure that you are on the most up-to-date version of the platform, and that any new releases that have been issued are applied to your account. So the new, it's not quite new, but the ability to have the holiday calendar embedded in your calendar so that all you have to do is actually come and click on it to add it makes it just 1,000 times easier. Now, I do want to mention that these are not drafted posts. These are posts that are available for you to take advantage of. But if you want to just see the posts that you've created, you do have the ability to toggle them off. However, I think they're amazing, and I think that you definitely want to take advantage. So keep that in mind. So definitely check those out. Super, super exciting. Awesome. Okay, so the next so that was kind of that first feature that I wanted to share with you guys. But I'm going to kind of frame today's webinar as an agency who is trying to create their most their social or update their social strategy, and I'm going to use the main the releases that we've issued this quarter. So first, I am going to create a Facebook post. So I'm going to come to my compose box. I am going to select Facebook here, and I'm going to create a message that includes a piece of content that I've actually already stored in my content library. So I can come here, and I can come, we'll filter by my content. I'm going to go ahead and include this infographic about travel packing. Now, you'll notice that I have this great image already created. I created it in Canva. You'll notice that I have this caption. So this has definitely been true for me. Parents, how early do you pack for your kids? And you guys can check out this great image. Now, I love it. I think it's really dynamic. It has a lot going on. However, my caption doesn't describe what's happening in the infographic. And so for those who actually are dealing with visual impairments, they are not getting the full force of this post. And so Sendible has rolled out alt text in order to make this post that much more relevant for your audience. Now, all you're going to have to do is click on the pencil icon to edit this image. And once it's pulled up, we can include, so it's highlighting it down here for me, alt text. So the part of what I wanted to show you is what do you want to say for this image? Now, you don't want to begin with this is an image of, but I would go ahead and say this is a pie chart indicating that parents pack for their children a week before playing holiday. And now this gives them, those who are dealing with visual impairments, this gives them the actual breakdown of what this looks like. Now, you'll notice that I include that it's a pie chart, but I don't include the metrics. And so I could make this even more valuable by including something like 98% of parents pack for their children a week before traveling for the holidays, and or something like that, right? That parents pack for their children a week before, and they pack for themselves an hour before. The you also have down here the how to write the most effective alt text. So you'll understand when to avoid and help them understand what's going on. I can save that alt text here and save this image, making this a much more valuable piece of content for my audience. So now I can go ahead and send that out and make sure that my content is accessible for my entire audience. So that's a huge one. Alt text is a huge win for our team. The next post that I want to create is actually is highlighting short form video content. Now, you guys have been telling us that for a while that this is where the kind of content that you want to be scheduling. We have heard you. And so it is with great joy that we get to share that we have Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and also YouTube Shorts, which is just another fantastic way to include short form content on each of these platforms. So one thing that I do want to do is show off what it looks like to get a video scheduled to go live to each of these platforms. So I'm going to attach an image. I'm going to pull from my media library. I'm going to attach this. This is a video here. So attach this. Let me just double check. Oh, this is not the actual video. Here, let me pull this up. That was a screenshot I took of the video. So I'm actually going to upload this video from my computer here. Pull in that video here. And so we'll pull this in, get this video loaded. Now, first thing you're going to notice, this video is 32 seconds long and is in the upright format. So you're going to notice that it's not in landscape mode, it is in portrait. So this is going to be best suited for Reels and for a YouTube short. So one of the things that you guys will notice, we're going to add some content here. So right now I'm going to customize my content for each of these. I'm going to, let me just double check here. One of the things that you do want to mention, you do want to check, is that this indicates the aspect ratio is incorrect. And you know why? Is because this is actually a portrait, and this is currently posted or looked at as a post. Once I update this, that I want this to be sent as a reel to Instagram, you'll notice that error message goes away because this video is designed to be sent as a reel. Now I can add some hashtags here and really make sure that this looks the way I would like. I can come into Facebook and tag my company page. So Sendible shared this, they created it, looks great. And I can add any additional pieces to YouTube. Now, one of the things I do want to mention is that you do have the ability to edit and create some specific edits that is supported on different platforms. So the edits that you make, you'll want to make sure you are editing each piece with the platform in mind. So for instance, editing, and you want to give a title for this video. So this title will be added on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Instagram does not have a title to a video, and so that's something you want to keep in mind. Now, the details is supported by YouTube, so I can add it's a how-to, a guide, etc. So these are tags. I can go ahead and include that it's also an education piece. These are both supported by YouTube. And Facebook and Instagram allow you to select the best thumbnail for your video. Once I have gone ahead and updated this to make sure this is exactly what I want it to look like, I can go ahead and hit save. And I can share this out. So I can go ahead and send this video now. And it's, of course, going to say, oh, I forgot one piece. This currently, in order to publish this as a Facebook reel, you do want to toggle this to the reel as just exactly the same as on Instagram. So just keep in mind, you want to mark this as a reel to make sure that video gets in the right spot. All right, so let me go ahead and hit send and send those individual messages out. And now you'll notice that I didn't actually have to do anything. I didn't do anything to my YouTube video, right? I uploaded a video shorter than 60 seconds in an upright format. And so I'm going to come over to my YouTube channel just to double check that I am seeing what I'm supposed to see and that it's been actually saved as a YouTube short. And we're going to come over here to my channel. And you'll see here it is, including the title that I added, which is really exciting. So I do love that this got added and that it is here saved in the shorts that I've created. You also will see that it has gone live to, this is what it looks like for Instagram, and this is what it looks like to go live to Facebook. So those are those short form video content, getting that sent out. Such an exciting move forward for us. I know you guys are excited to get in there and get to use that. Finally, now that I've got my social strategy kind of played out with all of these new features, I wanted to go ahead and show you one other feature that we released that is super exciting to me. And that is the ability to manage engagement coming in from Instagram. Now, this is especially the ability to reply to comments. So I know this is super exciting for you guys. So what you're going to do is I'm going to direct you to come to the activity section and over to the social feeds. This allows you to see an accurate feed from your page. So if you come here to your Instagram business, you'll see, of course, my most recent post, as well as the a customer of mine, we'll call it customer, it's me, but responded to my Instagram post, and I have the chance to reply directly. So this allows me to say, provide accurate information in a quick way. You also have the ability to add a comment on the thread, allowing you to thank everyone for their responses. This is such a big deal. We are thrilled that we get to include this ability to really manage your customers' incoming comments on Instagram. We know this has been a big deal for you guys, so I hope that that is a huge asset. So again, just to round it all up again at the end here, we released the Sendible holiday calendar input here in your on your calendar view. We have released alt text for Facebook posts. We have released Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, and we have also added a way to manage engagement. Now, there is one extra feature I wanted to highlight, and that is the ability to add GIFs, depending on who you ask, to your posts. This is another hugely exciting addition. So you're just going to find them in the attached media section and come over to the search area. That search area is going to pull up the options that you now have to search through. Now, these are super exciting. I love Jiffy. I love Pexels. Flickr is amazing. There's a ton in here. So we have a ton that you can pull from in here. We're going to go ahead and just grab that one, stick it in my Twitter post here, and send it out, allowing me to really utilize some fun and really dynamic content. So that is most of the things I wanted to cover. Sorry for my memory lapse there on that one initially. It looks like we have a few comments. Let me just check those out. So here we have, okay, so Sean is sharing some of the fantastic support articles that we have around these features. So that includes Facebook alt text, reply to Instagram comments, and the Jiffy and Pexels editions. So I'm not seeing any questions. So does anybody have any questions around any of our releases, any of the specifics about getting the most use out of these awesome new features? Maybe, maybe not. Looks like we may have, it looks like Nikki is typing, so we'll see what that question is. But Sean, you are welcome to join me here on stage, I guess. Nikki, would you show how to edit a video again? Absolutely. Hey, Sean.
Hey.
Awesome. Okay, let me show how to make that video edits for Nikki here.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. So when composing a message, you can attach media. So especially for the new format, you can attach video for for Facebook. I'm going to upload that video again. Go. And then once it has been downloaded into your post and has been stored proper and it's been loaded properly, which we do want to make sure that you allow videos time to load so that they are at their full capacity and we are presented with the best piece of content. But then all you're going to have to do is click on the pencil icon in order to make edits directly to the video. And in order to post it as a reel, you'll come down and make sure to toggle this post as to reel. And you can come in here and make edits. Again, some of these are supported. So because I'm creating a Facebook video, I will create a title. Oops. So reel scheduling, and I'm going to go ahead and skip the tags and categories because these are supported only by YouTube, and I can change where the this is. So if I wanted to make the thumbnail the last image, I can do so here and click save. So that's kind of the editing process for a video.
Awesome. It's actually a really good time, I think, to highlight a bit there with YouTube. It is important as well. When you are posting those reels and they go through to your YouTube account, you may be making some really great sort of text or adding some awesome text to that post before it sends. However, that doesn't actually make a title happen for YouTube Short especially. So you do want to make sure that every time you're using that functionality, that you are clicking the edit and just adding a short title so that it displays just the way you want it to on your YouTube account. It looks like Nikki also asked a great question. Loving the holidays that have been added to the calendar, which is awesome. We're glad to hear it. But are you able to post TikTok videos? So not yet. That is a hot topic item. And that is something we are definitely still working towards. So definitely stay tuned for that one.
Absolutely. Great question.
Yeah, definitely a great question. Please feel free to ask questions. Absolutely, you're welcome. Please, ask any questions you guys have, anything that comes up, especially about these new features that we're really excited about. If there are no questions at the moment, we'll definitely keep an eye out. I can go over some things that are really good, just to note about some of these little features, just some nuances that could be important. As Savannah showed in a great way there, you want to make sure that you're describing the image as much as possible. Whenever you're using alt text. However, you do want to always try to remain as concise as possible because it does have a 200 character limit. So you want to make sure you're using that 200 character limit as effectively as possible. Again, taking into note that with accessibility, it's going to read it out exactly as you write it to the person that will be on the receiving end. So that's a good thing to know. And another thing is that this is for Facebook. But I think a few people may be asking a question, which is what about Twitter and LinkedIn? But the good news is we are actually working towards those very two platforms as well. So definitely want to stay tuned for that too. It is absolutely on the way. We have not forgotten. So that's a great thing there as well. Again, another great thing is the Giphy and Pexels. Use them way too much. If I could communicate entirely with GIFs, I would, and don't test me because I will. But a great thing to note about that as well is that, so at the moment, it does work in the compose box, the priority inbox. You can use it in the compose in bulk feature as well, which is awesome. And it does work within the content library. At the moment, replying to comments is not available in the social feed, so it's not something that can be done there, but it does work in those areas, and it really does save time, especially if you use them as much as we do. So it's great to have access to that. Another really cool thing that we were talking about as well here, a feature that is great when it comes to sort of using the replying to comments. So another thing just to keep in mind there that's sort of important is that when we're talking about Instagram and really all of them in general, is that it's not possible to respond to the direct messages at this time with Instagram because the comments are only available through the social feed and not the priority inbox. But again, stay tuned because all these things, while aren't possible just yet, just like TikTok, are sort of always on the move and we're always working towards it. So just keeping an eye on the space, it will turn up. Yeah, and we also shared a number of great articles or what things we found about these releases. But one that we didn't share, which was coming soon as well, is the YouTube Shorts. So we're currently building out some great documentation on that, just to give you guys some information about how to easily do it, just in case you sort of forget any of the steps. But a really cool thing to note actually is that YouTube will automatically count any video that you post. Any video will actually automatically 60 seconds or less is counted as a short. So as long as you're shooting it in that vertical orientation, um, 60 seconds or less, then you're looking at a YouTube short right there, basically. So nice and easy, not too much hassle there getting it set up and sent out.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
are there any questions, guys? We want to make sure that we address any questions you have about these new features or any clarifications on ways to use them. Please feel free to add those here. Before we log off, I did want to mention that this is the last webinar of 2022. So we are all taking a break for the holidays. So please feel free to watch this space for our invitation for January. We have some great things lined up, and we're excited to share more valuable content with you. So definitely watch for that. But just another note, we will not be having it for the next 2 Thursdays. So just keep that in mind between the holidays all the way through the new year. We're going to take a little break. So if there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead and say last call here. Sean and I are thankful that you joined us. We look forward to having you guys next time. And again, if you end up having any questions about these features, please feel free to submit a support ticket or respond with a live chat. Sean will be there. You can find that at sendible.com/I need help for the ticket form. So if you guys do end up having any questions around these features or have an issue with one of them, please let us know. We would love to dive in to make sure you guys get the support that you deserve. So looks like we have maybe somebody typing. So we'll give them another minute. Oh, happy holidays. Thank you. You guys are a joy. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks, Sean. Bye,
Thanks
guys.
for having us.